Hello and welcome to this computer lesson. Today we are going to learn how we can format a document which is already word processed. I have a couple of pictures here which I'm going to use in the document. I will go ahead and open this draft document, and you can see here it is just plain text. There is no any form of decorations or styles which have been applied to it. And we will do it by just editing any mistakes and putting different styles so that final work looks attractive. So the process of making a document like this one to look attractive and presentable is called formatting. Before you format a document like this one, you have to know which are the headings and which are the subheadings. So here, this is going to be my main heading. Then this document will have subheadings such as this, introduction. I also have another subheading, and it will also have 3 sections, you can see. And these sections are the subheadings I'm talking about. Like this one, how much will coronavirus cost UK? It is this subheading here. The next one is these are headings below subheading, subheading level 2. Can just make them bold also. And the next subheading is this one. That will be section number 2. Can UK afford all the debts? That will be section number 2. Then the last section is what are the social distancing rules? I think it is somewhere here. What are the social distancing rules? So I have boldened all the subheadings and the heading. Now I'm going to decide the type of font and also the size of the font. Let me first rename these sections. Instead of them being 1, 2, 3, I can just put the name here, section 1, then put colon space. Then I can have section 2, colon space, and section 3, colon space. This is section 3, colon, then space. So I will go ahead and also rename this. How much will Corona cost UK? This is the section 1. I will just come here and write here section 1 space, then colon, then space. The next section is can UK afford all these debts? I think it is down here. Section 2. Section 2. Then the last section is what are the social distancing rules? It is somewhere here, and this becomes section 3, like that. So I want every section to be on its own page. Let me save the changes. So this one will be on its own page, and the first page will only have this introduction here. Then from page 2, I will have section 1. To take this section to the next page, I will have to create a page break. So I will click before this heading, this subheading, and come to page layout, then choose page break, breaks, then page. When I click, now you can see it has taken it to its own page. Next, I want to to get another section. This is section 2. I want to take it to its own page. Come to breaks page. It has gone to its own page. Finally, I want this on its own page. Click break page. So I have 3 pages. You can see I have 4. Each section on its own page, and then introduction on its own page. So I will come here and turn this heading, main heading, to a certain font here called Century Gothic. If you know the spelling, you can just type Century Gothic. It is that one. I will press enter, and I want it of size 26. Now it is excellent. I will push this down one step and draw a line here, insert shapes and get a nice line here. Press shift to get a straight line like that, and I will increase the size of this line a bit and change its color to maybe black. So my title now looks neat. I will come and bolden this text for the sections so that they look neat. Now for the subheading, I want all of them to have Arial font of size 14. So I will select the first subheading, which is introduction, change here to Arial font and give it 14, and look for another subheading, Arial font of size 14. Look for another, select Arial font of size 14, and finally section 3, select Arial font of size 14. Done. Now here, the next thing, after this, I want to put a picture. Yes, introduction picture. I will go to insert pictures, and I can get a nice picture of somebody being tested for his temperature, and that one is okay there. I will go ahead and come to section 2. Here I also want to format this section to be columns, and to do that first I want to make this a subheading level 2 to be Arial font of size 12. This is subheading level 1, and this is now subheading level 2. So this level 1 is a bit bigger than this level 2, so I'm going to give it Arial, and I think 12 is okay for it. And the other subheading level 2, I can give it Arial size 12. Now I will go ahead and select this section, and to change it into columns, go to page layout, under columns choose 2. Now you can see I have created 2 columns, and I want to break it here so that this text can go back to column 1 here. So click the end of that text and come to break and choose column. Now this empty line, delete it using delete key on the keyboard. So finally I have two nice columns on this page, and what I want to do now is very simple: to insert a picture below each heading, each subheading. So I will click before the first paragraph and press enter to create an empty line. Then click on that empty line and bring in your picture. You can have a picture of this graph here. Also on this other side, click before the sentence, press enter on the keyboard. Click your empty line, insert, and I can have a picture of somebody wearing mask like that. Now it looks neat. The next thing I want to do is to ensure that this blank page is removed. You can see here between section 1 and section 2 there is a blank page here, and to remove this blank page you have to show the breaks on this document. And to show the breaks on the document, we just come to the home tab. Then we have this paragraph marker. When you switch it on by clicking it, it shows all the breaks and the paragraph marks. And you can see here we have a page break which I want to delete. Let me delete this page break by clicking it, then try to move. Now after deleting the break, that page is now removed from here. I can switch off this paragraph marker. Now I have section 1 in page 2 and section 2 in page 3, no blank page. I will go ahead now and do something to this section 2 by adding a picture here and clicking insert picture, this picture of shopping. It is fine, it is down there. Then the next thing is to come now to section 3, I think so. Section 3 to finish up with it. First I want to make these bullets instead of dashes. So I will just select that one, press down Control, and select part of those paragraphs. And I choose here that type of bullet. And finally, put a picture below here. Insert picture of social distancing. Now you can see my document looks great and more beautiful, and it is ready to be printed now. Finally, I want to put captions. Go to insert text box, draw text box, and give a caption. It is very important in a document. An officer measuring temperature of motorist, and I want to make it bold, and I don't want this text box to have the border, so I'll come to format and say no border. So it is fine, and try to move it with the arrow keys. That is what we call a caption. It is very important. I will copy this caption and take it to another picture. I think below this picture here, you can paste it here and right here, citizens face high prices of goods and services. That is a nice caption. Just move it to start with the picture. So that is a picture of somebody buying things in the supermarket. And below this picture, I also want to insert caption, Control V to paste. Then I will change here to always maintain social distancing to a colleague. Okay, and I will move it to start at the same point with the picture. Now my document looks great. And it is good now to go for printing. I can now reduce the zooming here. That is how it looks. Well formatted, ready for printing. Finally, I want to put page numbers to it. To put page numbers, go to insert page numbers at the bottom, and I can choose a nice design here. Let me choose page number, bottom. Then I just choose a very good design. Let me go with this. That one is okay. Then close it here. Let me see if everything is okay. Everything is now okay. The document has page numbers. Page 1, like that. Starting here, page 1. Here, page 2. And we have page 3. And we also have page 4. And that is the end of it. So that is how we format a document in MS Word to make it look more attractive to the readers. Thank you for participating. See you next time. Bye bye.